You've probably picked out oranges that looked shiny and beautiful on the outside, thinking they'd be delicious, only
Skin
to
and
find
thick
out when you
flesh.
cut them
Orange you
open
buy is
that the
very
peel was
sour.
thick, the
That
segments
just means
dry,
you are completely
or the
relying on
taste
luck
sour
to
and
choose the
bitter,
orange.
so you had to throw them in the trash. Don't worry, you're not alone. Many people still choose oranges based on feeling. Today, I'm going to share with you 6 quick tips that take just 3 seconds to tell whether an orange is sweet, juicy, and has a thin peel. These are secrets shared with me by a farmer with 30 years of experience growing oranges. No need to cut, no need to taste. Just a look and a light touch is all it takes to know which ones are worth buying. Are you ready? Let's get started. Tip Hashone. Color. The color of the orange peel is the first signal that helps you tell which oranges are sweet and juicy. I've added subtitles in several languages. Please choose the language you want to use. Comment below and tell me which country you're watching from. When you place oranges side by side, you'll easily see the difference. Some have deep, even yellow skin that looks appealing, while others are pale, blotchy, or even have some green patches. Don't overlook this detail because the peel's color clearly reflects the quality inside. Oranges with smooth, uniform golden yellow skin are usually naturally ripened on the tree, soaking up the sunlight, especially those growing at the edges of the tree's canopy. Because of that, they build up enough sweetness, juiciness, and have a distinct fragrance. On the other hand, oranges with pale, blotchy, or greenish skin often grow in the shade and lack sun exposure, which makes them bland, less juicy, and less fragrant. Just by paying attention to the peel's color, you can already weed out quite a few less than perfect oranges. Give it a try. The second way to choose oranges is to observe their shape. Pick oranges that are whole, without dents or deformities. Basically, oranges come in 2 common shapes: round and oval. It sounds strange, but it's actually a very effective way to pick good oranges. Oval-shaped oranges, also called tall oranges, usually have thin skin, juicy segments, and a clearly sweet taste. Meanwhile, round oranges, though they look attractive, often have thicker skin, dry flesh, and tend to be more sour than sweet. So, if you want to buy tasty oranges, just look at the shape, favor those that are a bit elongated, and you're already halfway there. Don't skip tip 3. Many people often overlook the orange's navel, but this detail is important to know if the orange is good or not. When choosing oranges, besides color and shape, you should gently turn the fruit over to check the navel, the small indentation at the bottom. According to the experience of a longtime orange grower, oranges can be divided into 2 types: male and female. Male oranges have a small, closed, and uncracked navel. They tend to be sweeter, juicier, and don't have baby oranges inside. The nutrients are all focused in the flesh. On the other hand, female oranges have a large, deep, or cracked navel, usually less juicy, bland, and drier. So, just by quickly checking the navel, if it's small, round, and closed, that's the one to pick. A simple tip, but incredibly effective, isn't it? It might seem unimportant, but the orange stem, the small detail, is actually the key to picking the freshest, best-tasting oranges. Many people only pay attention to the color or shape of the peel and forget that the stem is the clearest sign of whether the orange is fresh or has been sitting for a while. If you see the stem is dry, brown, moldy, or missing, chances are the orange was picked a long time ago. It's likely started losing moisture, the inside is less juicy, the flavor bland, and it no longer keeps its natural sweetness. On the other hand, oranges with a green, fresh stem, maybe still attached to a leaf, or with a wet cut, are signs of newly harvested fruit, usually picked within the last 1-2 days. These oranges have soft, juicy flesh, rich sweetness, and retain more nutrients, especially vitamin C, which is great for your health. Fresh oranges aren't just delicious, they also help boost your immune system, improve skin, fight aging, and help your body absorb iron better, especially useful during seasonal changes or unpredictable weather. So, every time you pick oranges, don't forget to check the stem closely. If it's still green and fresh, grab it before it's gone. Instead of just using your eyes, use your hands to check the orange. a simple but very effective way to pick fresh, juicy, and naturally sweet fruit. First, pick 2 oranges of similar size to compare. Hold each one and feel their weight. The heavier orange usually means it holds more water, with full juicy segments that aren't dry or fibrous. That also means the orange will taste sweeter and have higher nutritional value, especially natural minerals. On the other hand, if 2 oranges are the same size but one feels lighter, it could be a sign that it has less water, dry segments, or maybe it's been sitting too long and lost its freshness. These oranges often taste bland, not very sweet, and have lower nutritional value. With just one simple step comparing weight, you can easily weed out the lower quality fruit right from the start. Have you tried this trick? Leave a comment below and let me know. Next, the last tip is to gently press the orange's skin with your finger to feel its softness and bounce. A good orange usually has skin that's moderately soft and springy, not too hard, but not too soft either. A hard orange might still be green or have thick skin, dry flesh, and less sweetness. On the other hand, an orange that's soft and dense when pressed may have been sitting too long, lost moisture, and isn't fresh anymore. With this simple touch test, you can easily pick a fresh, delicious orange just the way you want. Now, I'll show you a very simple and attractive way to cut an orange. First, prepare a clean cutting board. Then use a knife to cut off the top and bottom of the orange. Next, cut the orange in half lengthwise into 2 equal parts. Then, cut each half into 3 or 4 smaller, equal pieces as you like. Now, take 1 small orange piece and use the knife to peel the skin. Removing about 2/3 of the peel, be careful not to cut all the way through. Next, use the knife to make a small cut on the peel, starting about 1/3 down the peel like this. After cutting, place the small peel inside the larger peel and the fruit's flesh. Push the flesh up and tuck the small peel inside. Repeat this with the remaining pieces. And just like that, you've cut some beautifully prepared orange slices. Now all you need to do is neatly arrange them on a plate to create an attractive orange platter to serve your guests. Do you remember the 6 tips I just shared for picking the perfect oranges? Just by keeping these small details in mind, you can easily choose juicy oranges to cool you down this summer. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, share it with your family and friends, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more useful tips coming up. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Wishing you a wonderful day full of positive energy and always picking the freshest, tastiest oranges. See you in the next video.